this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Their dreams of an undefeated season shattered with the loss a week ago. Now, look, whenever an undefeated team goes down, you always hear some say, well, they needed that. I don't know, Charles. Is that a narrative that you buy into?
Well, I haven't met a coach yet that feels like they needed that loss. You know, that's not something that they're in favor of. But I do know this. People like us, our colleagues, all of us in the media, constantly hammering a team that's undefeated. Hey, do you think you can do it the whole season? Can you carry it the whole way? That does wear down a group. And sometimes that loss, get us off your back, you can move forward from there.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 23 yards on the play.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. On play action, they'll throw. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Open man here is Gentry, and he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. The Steelers at 8-1 on the year, and they coming off their very first loss of the season, suffered a week ago.
So now we can all take that chasing the 1972 Dolphins, take it and throw it right out.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. Second and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is one play from stalling out.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. It's Mixon on the counter. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play. So now 3rd down coming up.
And when you're trying to set up a counter play, it's what a lot of people call an influence play. You're really hoping those defensive linemen are really agile that day. If they stayed out late the night before the game, they're not moving as fast, it's a lousy call because that means they're just going to sit in the hole that you're able to create just by the movement of your offensive line.
And there they got the ball to the outer third of the field, but tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, things get stacked up in there. If they don't move as well as you want them to, they're probably just trying to escape and couldn't get away.
After 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Ready?
They will throw on first down with Burrow. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. Well, these two teams met in Pittsburgh earlier in the year with the Steelers prevailing in that one. So if they can win here in Pittsburgh, they'd be able to claim the season sweep. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Burrow. Looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And the Steelers are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you, and that may have been what happened there.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
Second and 5. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
That was earning a first down the hard way. You want your quarterback to be a scrapper, but you also want to keep him upright. He paid for that first down by taking a big-time hit.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Oh, fuck, I pressed double square. That's crazy,
one of the
bro.
Steelers may have moved. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. And they run with Harris off the option. And he will force his way forward for a yard or 2, but I have a good feeling this will be coming back. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. He'll drop to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
7th play in this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got him in, complete. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. He'll keep it himself. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 6 yards there on the keeper at second down. A little do-it-yourself run right there, and a nice gain.
Now, I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get, so he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find a way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
Hey, check that, street.
On second down, this is Harris. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it first and goal. This is a very impressive drive, especially when you consider where they started from to now be set up first and goal.
Yeah, some nice running right there. That's what got them the first down. But at this point, I suggest open up your playbook. You can call just about what you want.
Okay, ready? Head the street.
They'll try and run with Harris. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. They'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a second and goal.
Najee Harris, well built for work down here near the end zone. That's a nice job there to hold the ball. I doubt we've seen the last of him on this drive.
Second and goal from the 1. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
All my nigga back.
Touchdown, Steelers. Pat Freiermuth, his first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers have taken the lead.
That's on me, because I fucked around and I supposed to throw it up.
And the lead is now 10-7. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. It looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the plague did on the last one.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. And that's caught one more time by Boyd. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
Down to about the 22.
That ball came out, and that Burrow.
The Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
I like that play there. That's a good play right there. Quarterback rap. Hey, talking about.
On one, ready?
And just a yard to go here on second down.
Now Burrow.
And that'll be caught. Touchdown Bengals. It's Tyler Boyd.
A great play there. His his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals will take the lead here in the final minute of the
That was
first
a good
half.
route. That nigga, this shit is so far, bro. How to run these routes. He really did some real life
After
shit.
the touchdown, McPherson on
You
to kick
stem the
this one
receiver,
away.
you stem the DB. That nigga stem me up and everything. I swear he's gonna go.
Fielded just outside the goal line.
And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. They'll come out throwing here on first down.
Fires the out route and completes it to Harris.
Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Second and 9 now. That's caught downfield by Pickens. A big play there just before halftime. 42 yards. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it.
That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play this.
Over the middle, that's caught by Taylor. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. So we have reached halftime here. It's the visiting Bengals out in front as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Come on, Magic.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports.
Let's go. Pass the 60. Pass the 60.
They'll start the drive with Harris. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And he's got this down to the 35.
56 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football, all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football up a triple option, you've actually called that play.
Flush to his right, and he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
They'll set up to throw. This is caught inside the 15. And in for the Steelers touchdown. George Pickens, 45 yards. And the Steelers have taken the lead here in this third quarter.
This has to be great for the psyche of this offense. Presented with bad field position, they didn't let it stop them. They rolled downfield and scored a touchdown.
And now the Steeler offense staying out there, and they'll go for 2.
Let's go.
They'll try and throw for it. Eluding the pressure right. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes can prove risky there, won't it?
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
Taken in at the 3.
Oh,
Williams loses the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. The Bengals drive about to get going. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
To throw again on 2nd down. Burrow. Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown.
Double teams with my Chase. That's over. You have to beat me with somebody else.
He's got it as they double up the
double
lead.
team, bro.
This one's now 28-14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt Charles with that pick 6.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive?
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
And he's got Hurst, his tight end. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
first down. Here's Burrow. He will find his man Chase complete.
That's my man, Eli.
Down almost all the way to the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Touchdown Bengals. Tyler Boyd with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Bengals have cut it back within a score.
Extra any other quarterback ever. Why is he making these passes?
7 now at 28-21.
That nigga go, bro. He's throwing that dude off.
On to kick this one away.
20 yards back, nigga.
Taken at the goal line.
Nigga don't understand how deep that pass was.
And it brings us out past the 20 to the
straight line. He was open. I'll give him that.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Let's give a little credit to the defense on that one. They resisted quite well, and that pass fell incomplete. But this ball game for him, that's just a momentary speed bump. He's played awfully well throwing the football.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He's got this to Pickens. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. That'll put him up over 160 yards receiving now for the game. They can't seem to stop it. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. An option handoff. And he loses the football the 2nd time.
Oh, go. Go, JD. Go, JD.
That one good for 37 yards.
Wow. That ball gets knocked.
Yo, this nigga football. One more goddamn time, though.
It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home, the next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
It fell right to him.
So the big play gets
that one no
down
good.
to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Back to throw. That's going to be caught by Pickens. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. And between the last 2 plays, they moved it over half the length of the football field. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away.
Touchdown!
Woo.
George Pickens, his 2nd touchdown tonight. And the Steelers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
That's it. I knew this was happening. After last night, after they hold you like that. I didn't know.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
That's big.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, playing the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Play action. It's Burrow. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Sutton.
And the Steelers are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Here's 2nd and 8. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
That looked great when he first took off because in my mind, there was room to run and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with this 4th down call.
Let's go now.
Looking to throw. Toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. Now a first down carry for Harris. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory.
65 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down, 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it out. We've got them now.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Back to throw here. Complete. It's Johnson.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Harris running straight ahead. And oh my goodness, he loses it again. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Partner, that would look like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Hey, was it a breakdown of protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Good time sack.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it.
This goes out wide for Mixon.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and it brings up
3rd and
5 now. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Here's Burrow.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Here's Burrow. And this one is incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
He's going to try and go deep again. And this is caught inside the 5. A big play there for Cincinnati. 47 yards. And he'll spot Higgins open left side. Touchdown Bengals. T. Higgins, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
Oh, my God.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
This is a bad time to be slumping. I got playoffs, bro. This is a bad time to go through for this next
on to kick this one away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
You keep fumbling the football, bro. It's a second fumble.
Offense at the line to start their next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge.
But I'll fumble that football.
Right now. They want to stay that way.
Not in any rush offensively. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And the knee is taken for the Steelers out of the victory formation. And the knee is taken for the Steelers out of the victory formation. Somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed in intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. It's a game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for Pittsburgh, the great run they've been on continues as they move to 9-1 now. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, it's a bit of a setback as they drop to 6-4 now. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville.